And hello and what is up, friends? Today we're going to be setting up our CO2 system in order to pretty much break every personal best record that we've had in the past 5 years of growing. I'm going to attempt to break the record of the 2x2 and the 4x4. So we're going to be setting up the CO2 system in order for us to achieve that. And if that sounds like something that might interest you, you definitely want to stick around, as I'm going to go through every single step in order to set up the CO2 system so that we could get CO2 readings in the room, and also we're going to be getting readings inside of the tents with the tents closed, and we're going to try to match the outside CO2 to the inside CO2 as best as possible. And I think this would be the best way that all of our tents have the same amount of CO2 inside of them. In order to control the CO2 that's going to be in this room, I'm going to be using my old controller and CO2 setup. But in order to measure exactly what's inside of the tent and monitor and control that, I'm going to be using the Spider Farmer Ppfd and CO2 kit in order to track it accurately and know exactly what's in the tents at all time. Now, this would give me a better reading, and it would let me know close to what's in the other tents around, even though they do not have a CO2 monitoring system inside of the tents. But since we have the complete room, and this is what I was thinking, since I have the complete room at a certain ppm of CO2, and I have all of the fans blowing the air or having positive pressures on the tent, blowing the air in. I don't have carbon air filters on them yet, but I do have all of the fans, all of the 6-inch inline fans blowing the same amount of air at the same speed inside of the tents. And I think that plus this, it would kind of give me a better understanding of what's going on inside of the tents when the doors are closed, because for the most part all of these tents, all their doors are going to be closed. So now let's set this up. Let's set up the CO2 system, get it running, and then see what we end up with. I'm gonna give it some time to run and cycle through the room, and then we're gonna come back, take some measurements and see how we're looking on each tent. But okay, first things first, it's going to be the CO2 and Ppfd meter. We're going to set it up inside of the Spider Farmer 4x4 tent, and in here I'm pretty much rocking everything from Spider Farmer. It is the G5000 light. I have the 6-inch oscillating, the 6-inch inline fan. I don't have a carbon air filter on it yet until we get into flower. And then I'm running the GGS Spider Farmer controller, which is going to house and it's going to display the readings once we get this set up. And if you guys want to save a couple of McChickens, if you're buying any Spider Farmer products, be sure to use discount code GRASS and it'll save you a couple of McDoubles on your way out. But okay, friends, let's get this unboxed, let's get it set up, and let's start getting some CO2 in this room and start taking some readings to see exactly what we end up with. And pretty much this is, I think, pretty much plug and play. So the kit comes with the CO2 sensor, which would be this one, the Ppfd meter, which I'm guessing is this one here. Now, in order to, I guess, get it to the middle of your canopy or the middle of your tent, we're going to be using this one that attaches to this, and this gets clipped on the corner of the tent. We also have, what is it, two-way splitter, because we're going to be using the CO2 and the Ppfd all connected into one plug once we plug it up to the GGS controller. So yeah, basically everything we're going to need here, plus the wires. But okay, let's set this up, get this in here, get this open. Okay, and this is to close it and open it. Okay, this way. There we go. And this tightens it so you could turn it and pivot. Okay, that's tight, that's tight. You see this one has like a little cover. It's for the sensor here, so humidity doesn't go in there. So you plug it up, and our CO2 sensor, it's ready to get plugged in. These are the leads that are going to go to the GGS controller, and the longer lead would be the one to the Ppfd meter. So that gets plugged in there. Right here on the controller is definitely showing 346 steady for the Ppfd, and man, that's actually so useful to have right there. And the CO2 738 and it's 737. It'll go down little by little, but yeah, everything seems to be working as it should. I have the Ppfd not in the middle because there's no plants in here right now. Once I probably transplant them and then do their super cropping and lay them out, then I'll probably transfer that to maybe the center. I have it across on this bar so that way I can move it up and down as I please. The humidity and CO2 sensors are right there. I didn't feel like hanging them in the middle of the tent, so I just put them there, and I trust that they'll be pretty accurate. But okay, next is the setting up of the CO2. That's good, just in case there's anything in there, it'll come out and it's not gonna clog your equipment. Next, the regulator. Go ahead and set it in there. And I like to give it almost like an 1/8 of a turn just to snug it. Yeah. And there you have it. I like it running somewhere around 4. That way it's not too fast. This is all the way open. I like this setting. It's worked fine for me. There's definitely CO2 coming out of here. So we're gonna go and try to hook it up somewhere behind this fan. And okay, we are climbing on the ppm of the CO2. I have it ran from the pressure regulator up to the back of the fan right there. I don't know if you guys can see it right. Oh, and before I forget, you could do like a leak test, you know, just to make sure there's no leaks. I see a little tiny leak right there. Here, let's try to make. And it stopped. And okay, we have 0 leaks. Very important to check. You don't want any leaks out of here, because then when your lights are off, you're just going to be leaking CO2 all over the place. And then, yeah, you definitely don't want that. Very important. Always check for leaks. And quick update. The 6-inch inline fan, I had to bring it down from on top of the roof because it was not grabbing the CO2 from up there. I swear to you, it was going down while it was up there. The second I lowered it over here, it shot straight up to what the room is. It's going up 940, 945. It'll see 942. It'll steady go up now, like instantly. The second I brought this fan that much lower, instantly the CO2 inside of the tent started matching the CO2 in the room, because the CO2 in the room is holding steady at 1000 ppms, 1100 ppms. That thing barely kicks on maybe once since I left, and like in the last half an hour I think it turned on maybe twice. So I have to bring all of the fans to at least this height over here, so I know this fan is getting a good CO2 inside of this tent, that is getting good CO2 inside. So as long as the fans are like about this high in the room, they're gonna pump the rooms, or they're gonna pump the tents with CO2. Super important. I was wondering why my CO2 in there wasn't climbing up, and yeah, it's because my fan was all the way up there. Literally the second I put it down here, boom, it made that much of a difference, guys. So we're set. We are ready to start breaking records. We have this grow in here, we have that one, this one, and this one. So guys, be sure to be subscribed, because you're not gonna want to miss any of these 4 grows, and there might be space for one more in here, another 2x2. So guys, be sure to be subscribed, and I'm not gonna take any more of your time. I hope you guys picked up at least something from this video. If you did, let me know down in the comments. I'm not gonna take any more of your time because I want you to watch the rest of my videos. So until next time, this is Grass in Class signing out. Peace.